It's been a while since I've done a Disney Cruise Line haul. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Lizzie and I'm a Disney plush collector from the UK. So happy Tuesday, I hope you're all having a great start to your week. I'm here with a Disney Cruise Line haul, but you may notice that I haven't been on a Disney cruise. I haven't gone in secret or anything. My parents went without me. So this is a common occurrence now. Now that we've got Stitch, we won't put him in kennels, so the four of us will probably never holiday together, unless it's somewhere that we could take Stitch. So my parents went on a Disney cruise at the beginning of July, just after my mum's birthday. They sailed from Barcelona and went around the Mediterranean to a few places in Italy, and they bought Joe and I some presents. So if I remember, I'm gonna put in the t-shirt that Joe got from my mum and dad, but this is mainly a video of what I got from my parents. So I did do one of these when they went to Norway last August, and if I can find it, I am going to leave a card up above to that video because I got some Loungefly in that video. But as they sailed on the Dream again this time, I don't need the Dream Loungefly because I've already got that. I kind of wish they sold the Fantasy when we went on the Fantasy in 2022 and the Magic in 2021, but these are new bags, so I probably won't be able to get those as I'm not planning to sail on those ships anytime soon. I would like to do ships I haven't done before, to be honest. Whereas Mum's now done the Dream 3 times, and the Magic is still her favourite, but I would say that the Dream is probably becoming her second favourite. But a couple of these things I actually got on the Disney Store UK website when they released their Dream of Europe range this year. They did the same last year, and I think that's how I got my Disney Cruise Line ornament, because I was worried about getting that home, but there wasn't anything like that that I particularly wanted this year. So I'm going to start with those two items first. So the first one is this year's Dream of Europe pin. I really wanted to get this so that my mum and dad didn't have to worry about getting anything like that for me, because usually the things that are limited are harder to get on the ship themselves. So I just thought I would order it from Disney Store UK so that they didn't have to look for that. It's really strange though, because I've just got out last year's pin, which I got myself on the Dream for comparison, and that one actually said 2023, but this one doesn't seem to say 2024 anywhere, and it won't be reused because they've just announced that the Fantasy will be taking the Dream's place in Europe next year. So it will probably be something called the Fantasy of Europe, which I'm really excited to see the merch for. And I really do hope that Disney Store UK will get the merch again next year, as I'm not planning to sail on the Fantasy next year. And I know I haven't shown it to you yet, but I'm actually wearing last year's Dream of Europe Spirit jersey to compare it to this year's Dream of Europe Spirit jersey. So this one's purple when last year's was red. I do love purple, but I've got to say I think I prefer last year's because the print is more subtle, whereas this year it's all in colour rather than just being purple tones, so I think it's a bit more out there. Personally, I prefer this one, but I am really glad to have both. And it's strange because this one doesn't have a year, whereas this one does have a year. So the 2024 Spirit jersey is dated but the pin isn't, and the 2023 Spirit jersey isn't but the pin is dated, so that's really strange. But I do love that it includes all of the countries that the Dream is visiting. The same went for the one I got last year, and obviously getting it on Disney Store UK was so much less stressful, because if you saw my vlogs from when we did pretty much the same cruise that Mum and Dad have done last May, and if you didn't, I will leave a card above to the playlist, the first night getting merch was so stressful. I managed to get my Spirit jersey and my pin, but the pushing and shoving from grown adults was disgusting. So I'm really glad that Disney Store stopped my mum and dad having to go into that. So onto my presents. I had been texting my mum throughout, because if you both have an iPhone, iMessage will work while you're on the cruise. You don't need to buy additional internet for that. So I knew that she was really disappointed with the merchandise, and the first night she said all she'd managed to get me was a pin. So she got me this Disney Dream pin, because last time and when she went with Dad, you you could not get a pin that had the dream on it. Now, I have got my pin lanyards to show you. The one I'm typically looking for is the dream stern pin. So I've got the magic and I've got the fantasy, but they haven't had it now on 3 cruises that Mum's done. So she got me this beautiful Disney dream pin, which actually has Donald on it, who is the character in the atrium. So I really want to get the magic and the fantasy versions of this now, but since I've struggled for a year to try and get the stern version of the dream pin, I don't think I'll be able to get them because all of the eBay listings are America and I'm not willing to pay the postage. So it's probably just going to be something that I need to let go of, but I'm really glad to have a dream pin now. And this was a yellow. I'm not sure what they are on the cruise, but I don't tend to look up the prices of gifts I get. So then I think the first day they stopped at Sicily, and it was really funny because my mum sent me a picture of what looked like a Disney store, and I'm sure it would have been Sicily's Disney store judging by the racking and the Disney logo. But as you can see, all of the plush were Disney licensed, but they weren't Disney store plushes. So I kind of zoomed in on the photo, checked I had the Sullys, and then I said I really like that Sorcerer Mickey. So they bought me the Sorcerer Mickey. He's absolutely adorable. He's really, really soft. He's got his cape and his shorts, the little tie string and his hat, and honestly he's one of the softest plushes I've ever had. But then my parents got home and they gave me and Joe our presents, and I noticed there was an extra bag, and Mum was like, oh yeah, they restocked some things that I really knew you wanted. So the first thing they restocked was this beautiful Disney Cruise Line shirt. I love ones where the writing is a character. I have a magnet of the Disneyland Paris version, but I just need to get like a shirt for it. I think they sell it somewhere in Disneyland Paris. So the D is the ship and Chip and Dale on the aqueduct. The I is an ice cream and a rope is the dot of the I. The S is the ship again. The N is Animator's Palette. The E is Castaway Key, and then the Y is kind of Castaway Key as well. And I just absolutely love it. My mum got it as well. I love the colour especially because this is one of my favourite shades of blue, and I just can't wait to wear it. I'll probably wear it after I film this video actually. But then the big present that actually takes up the entire bag is something that she managed to keep a secret from me, that A, she could even fit in her suitcase, and B, they even sold because they restocked it halfway through the cruise and Mum didn't tell me. So I told her that I wanted this and she said it probably wouldn't fit in the suitcase, but because they didn't have any new Loungefly or anything or any plush, she'd been looking for the elephant towel animal that I'm missing, and she'd also been looking for the Mickey baby plush that I was missing. So she had a lot of extra space in her suitcase. So she got one for me and one for her, and it's the new Joey Shoe or Joey Chow, I don't know how it's pronounced, Disney Cruise Line throw from the new collection. So there was nothing else I really wanted from this collection. There was like a cup that I wouldn't use and some other homeware, but when I saw that they had this blanket, I really wanted it and I was so disappointed they didn't have it. So I cannot believe that A, they restocked it, and B, my mum managed to keep a secret from me. But that is the print. It's quite a big throw, but like a long ways, not height. So while I probably will put it on our bed in the winter, it won't stretch to the top of the bed unless I turn it around. But once I've taken it out of the packaging, I will pop in a video of what the print looks like and how big it is. But it was $45 and I just absolutely love it and I'm so grateful for it. So that is my Disney Cruise Line haul. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did and comment down below which item was your favourite. I think for me it is the blanket, but I am really glad to have another pin for my collection. I find it really strange. There's some items that I've just never been able to get. So I don't have the Disney Dream Stern pin. I don't have the Disney Fantasy mini statue from the atrium. They just never seem to have full stock of the items that are exclusive to them, which I find really strange. But that is it from me. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your week and I will see you on Friday for a video about reorganising my Sully collection. So I hope you will join me then. Bye friends!